So many of you have been thinking, what is a biological macromolecule? There's more of them than us. They may actually take over us. Macro means big, which concludes this is a big molecule consistent of smaller molecules together. There are a small number of molecules. There's carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur in my sloppy handwriting. But 96% of molecules are made by these, but sulfur is a bit too different. Polymers are made from the word poly, polygon, polygamy, polyester, poky, and poly means many. In monomers, mono is one. So, and now you've got the lineup for the big four. There's carbo, proteins, you got lipids, and nucleic acids. I try my best. So, 65% of you use H2O, but it's not carbon. Carbohydrates are quick bursts of energy and structure for the things on the ground. You thought it was grass, it's a flower. Prime examples: starch, sugar, and cellulose, or the cell wall. These buds are made of chains or polymers made from monomers. The most common monomer of these is glucose, which kind of looks just like a giant mess. It's basically just a bunch of circles. Say that O, C, you got H, and sorry, this is really hard to manipulate. And never mind. Just one page. Glucose is the shape of a hexagonal ring. You know how we have the basic elements? Think of Cho, not the Buddhists. So, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Cho is actually made by the basic elements, so Cho made Cho. One sugar equals a thing called monosaccharide. 2 sugars is disaccharide. 3 is turkey, polysaccharide. That's about it. So since it's the hexagonal ring, really bad ring. So each one of these is made from these. And it goes on and on as a repeat. Alright. Protein. They're here to heal and grow. Muscles, tendons, bones, skin, hair, nails, all that's proteins. Actually, all cell membranes have protein. These have multiple purposes to their task. There are many, many functions: hormones, movement, immune system, and enzymes. The building block of a protein is called an amino acid. There are 20 different amino acids. So, this is basically the rundown of it all. That's a protein or amino acid. Each one is different. Some like water and dissolve in it, others just don't like water in general. Unfolding a protein can destroy its shape. So, say it looks like that. If you do it like that, it's different. It has a different job and doesn't know what its job is. This is called denaturing. Think of chans. So, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sometimes sulfur. Lipids. Lipid function is for long-term energy storage, cushioning, insulation in the cell membrane. Examples are fats, oils, hormones, and waxes. Lipids are not polymers, but they are mostly triglycerides, which look like E. They look like E's, pretty much. That's a legit picture of it. The shape of one of these is an E. Not a polymer equals a big fat molecule. Saturated fats are basically animal fats. Solid at room temperature. Make sure to limit your amount of these. They contribute to heart disease and deposits in arteries. Unsaturated fats are plant, vegetable, and fish fats. These are liquid at room temperature. These fat molecules don't stack together tightly, so they're a better choice. Cholesterol is also a good molecule in cell membranes. If you have too much cholesterol in your blood, it could lead to heart disease. The building block of a lipid is a phospholipid. Think CHOP. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and sometimes phosphorus. So nucleic acids, this is legit just DNA and RNA. DNA being deoxyribonucleic nucleic acid, and RNA being ribonucleic acid. Their function is for genetic material, which stores information. Genes, blueprints for proteins, and their process as well as transferring information. DNA is inside the nucleus of the cell. RNA is inside the nucleus in the cytoplasm. DNA and RNA are polymers of 4 different nucleotides or monomers. Each nucleotide is composed of 3 parts. A nitrogen base, and for DNA, it's adenine, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. And for RNA, it is adenine, cytosine, guanine, and uracil. Both of them come with a 5-carbon sugar, a phosphate group, and DNA is double-sided, RNA is single-sided, and just think of funk. So, phosphorus, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon. Building large molecules is called synthesis. Taking out large molecules is called digestion. That's about it. Thanks for watching, I guess.